In this session, we talk about garage door installation done right the first time. The ceiling height where the garage door opener is placed must be a minimum of 18 inches higher than the rough opening height of the garage door. Weather stripping shall be installed flush with the inside of the rough opening, but should not protrude into the garage as this will damage the door. Damaged or dirty weather stripping should not be installed. Rail supports are to be made as vertical as possible within 6 inches of the end of the horizontal rail. Failure to do so creates a rotational force at the base that will damage the sheetrock over time. Extend the horizontal rail to catch the next joist if necessary. Ensure that the locking screws on the cable drum are well tightened to prevent the drum from slipping on the shaft. All vertical legs are to be plumb with a tolerance of plus or minus 1/4 inch. Install lag bolts in every hole when mounting rails and brackets. The lags should be driven fully into framing. Mark the center of the garage door on the inside of the header. Raise the garage door until the top edge of the garage door reaches its maximum height. Add 2 1/2 inches to that height and mark on the header. This will indicate the location of the bottom of the header bracket. If this mark is above the wood header, add a mounting surface to firmly attach the bracket to framing. Attach the bracket to the header location using the bolts provided in the garage door kit. Mount the center line of the sensor a minimum of 5 inches and a maximum of 6 inches off the garage floor. Sensor wires shall be neatly run under the base molding and stapled as needed. Blank plates at the outlet with factory penetration are to be used. Sensor wiring. Match wire pairs, striped to striped and white to white. Wall console location should be in direct sight of the garage door. It should be at least 5 feet above the floor to prevent small children from operating the door. It must be away from any moving parts. You should not be able to reach the garage door while standing at the wall console. Wall console board screw connections are polarized, positive and negative. Wiring at the back of the wall console, striped wire to the plus terminal, white wire to the minus terminal. Wiring pattern at the motor. Left sensor to terminals 6 and 5. Right sensor to terminals 4 and 3. Wall console wiring. Striped wire to terminal 2. White wire to terminal 1. Be sure to check the installation manual for any updates or changes. All door panels shall meet up with even reveals and minimal variation between the panels. Door operation should be checked by jumping power off the T-pole to ensure quiet and correct operation. Release cords are to be installed with the handle hanging at 6 feet up from the garage floor. Tolerance here is plus or minus 1/2 inch. Place the owner's manuals along with the garage door openers in the cabinet over the microwave. Remind the superintendent to go through the manual with the homeowner at walkthrough. This will go a long way to reducing callbacks about garage doors. Remove and haul away all trash, cuttings, and shipping containers as defined in the trash agreement. This is how we do it. Vertical rails plumb. All lag bolt holes filled with lags and driven into framing. Sensors set, wired, and tested. Opener installed, wired, and tested. All trash hauled away according to the trash agreement. Do it right the first time, and everybody wins.